Hey, it's Nick from fitnessfile.com, and today I'm going to talk to you about alcohol. I thought it would be quite topical to talk about alcohol today, as I was consuming it last night. Yes, that's right, I'm a saint, but also a sinner too. Some of us drink, some of us don't. I just thought I'll touch on it a little bit, and how it affects you as a body. First of all, yes, it's an energy source. There is calories in it. Some beverages more than others. It's not, even though there's energy in it, it's not classed as a macronutrient, i.e. like protein, carbs and fats are. It's actually classed as a poison. It's a poison for your body. And I feel like that is true at the moment. So didn't have loads to drink last night. I tend to drink, sometimes I'll have a bit of ale and sometimes I'll have a bit of stout, and then I'll switch over a bit of whiskey. I'll put water with the whiskey personally, just to keep me hydrated a little bit, and I don't put any like sugary drinks in with it, because then that'll make the drink even more sort of carb dense and calorie dense. So what's it do? Well, it relaxes us, right? So I mean, you can't be too hard on yourself. A little bit of what you fancy does do you good. Everything in moderation. I mean, it can. I mean, it's a depressant as well. So and it also is a diuretic, so it dehydrates you. But when you drink it, you start to relax and you chill out, and you sort of disengage the human part of your brain a little bit. You go back to sort of animal instincts, it can do. And you'll end up saying things or doing things you wouldn't normally say, depending on how much you drink, of course. So do your risk assessment before you go and drink loads and loads. Be aware of who you're around. But I just thought I'd touch on it, just because I thought, yeah, I don't feel brilliant this morning. I mean, you could probably see a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I woke up at 8 this morning. Okay. The other thing, it does affect my sleep pattern. There's a couple of times during the night I feel like it does break your sleep pattern. It sort of, which isn't good. I mean, sleep's really important. So also, obviously, if you go out, you tend to go to bed later as well. You stay up longer, and then you get up. You awake, you have breaking sleep, and then when you do awake, it's not just a hangover, which is the dehydration. If you do drink enough of it, I wasn't absolutely blottoed by any means at all, but I do feel like I've had something. So yeah, dehydration, it dehydrates you. So it plays a bit of a game actually with the alcohol, even though you're consuming liquid and it does have water in it. It plays with like signals between your brain and the kidneys. Now the kidneys being something that is like your filter system, and it gets rid of, it cleans it out basically, and then you get rid of it with your urine. All right. So, but the thing about alcohol is it plays a game between your head and your kidneys, and it gets your body to sort of get rid of more liquid than it actually should. So even though you could be drinking, I mean, some people drink pints and at home at a bar, constantly drinking. Oh, I'm hydrating myself. Oh, it's got water in it and stuff. Well, yes, it's true. There's water in it, but you're actually dehydrating yourself, which is ironic, given the fact of how much fluid some people drink. The long and short of it, you're dehydrating yourself. So a little trick can be, I don't know how well this is going to go down with whoever you go drinking with or have nights out with, but if you could slip some water in there along the way. I personally, like I just shared, I put a bit of water in. If I have a short, I have water in it, and some ice cubes. That's also obviously H2O as well, and that can help you. All right, keep hydrated, and obviously drink before you go to bed and stuff like that. I don't mean to turn this video into how to drink a video. I just try to sort of play a little bit of a balanced role here. I think for people who do drink, they're never going to drink again. Well, some people do actually, and And that's fine, but I just try to allow and cater for people who do, and just give like an educated, balanced sort of information for the nation. So yeah, I mean, alcohol obviously. I mean, if you're really stressed and you need to chill out, you need to okay, then that can help with that. Sometimes it just enables you to think, don't worry about that thing that's been going on in your life or whatever. Just don't want to repeat that over and over and in short spaces of time, and you don't want to have to rely on it. I mean, because other sources of stress relaxation is actually exercise. Really great for it. Exercise is really important. Also helps with like pain threshold and stuff like that. It's really decent, good for you. Exercise is the number one choice, but for other things that people do like to go out and have a meal, have a wine or whatever, then that is it. Alcohol is a poison, okay? And also, the added effect with it is that you go out and because you do things and you wouldn't normally do, i.e. you're drinking alcohol. Some people have calorie-rich alcohol, so you get you get quite a lot in your Guinness, you get quite a lot in your lagers. It could be high in sugars if it's a cider, or it could be in your wines, okay? So there's quite a lot of calories in there in the form of energy. Not only that, tends to be when we go out, it ends up, you eat out as well, okay? If it's in a high quality restaurant, you're having good produce and good food, then that's fine, with a good fine wine, happy days. But if it's the other bit where it's a packet of crisps, it's towards the end of the night maybe a kebab or a pizza or a burger, all right, then that's a double whammy again, isn't it? All right, so you've consumed a lot of sugars and calories in the beverages, but then you've also gone and had a pizza as well, which you probably might not have had, or not a pizza, but anything that's dense in calories on top of, which you might not have had you not have gone out. So you got double whammy. You've had the beverages, you've had the food, and then some people the next day, if they've drunk heavy, is that they either can't eat at all, or then they feed themselves to feel better again. All right. So the feeding would be a case of, all right, so you've dehydrated yourself. All right. You've passed it through your body system. You've gone to the toilet quite a lot throughout the night, and you see it's clear, and you've also dehydrated yourself because of that mixed signals between the brain and the kidneys. Also, you'd probably have let go of some electrolytes, which is where the food comes in. You want the salts, you get the cravings of salts and the sugars and stuff, so that's where you eat. And you do get moisture during your food as well, particularly in your fruits and your veg. But typically, people who feel a little bit worse for wear don't go for the fruits and the veg, they go for the fast foods, which is then got all your bad fats in it, generally, for the most part. So, what's my point on that? Well, I digressed. Yeah, so basically it's the alcoholic beverages, calorie rich, then it's the food, probably towards the end of the night, and then it's the next day, comfort eating. So you could see if this process was done over and over on a regular basis, how if someone's struggling with weight, it would affect the weight in an adverse effect. It would make that body's battery bigger and bigger, body's battery being fat stores. Okay, so that's where it can be. So my advice, my little trick, like I said, I tend to go with, a couple beers perhaps. I'll try and get some water in there in between. People are like, oh, what are you drinking water for? But at the end of the day, you're still out, you're still seeing your friends. You haven't got that social pressure of not going out at all. All right, you want to have the balance. You don't want to alienate yourself from your friends or your family or whatever. So do it in moderation. Okay, have some water in there. If you are having short drinks, then consider perhaps putting some water and ice and maybe some real lemon in there, as opposed to maybe a fizzy drink on top of your short as well, because then you've got loads and loads more carbs and stuff like that in there, and makes it even more calorie dense. So just drink to enjoy, relax, and then that should be alright. But keep tabs on it, okay? Be aware that you know, does dehydrate you, all right? And the next day, if it's drunk in a big amount, you don't feel the best. I didn't drink that much at all last night. We just went round, saw some friends. You know, I think I had one beer and some whiskey, high quality whiskey with some water, and a little bit of water actually. Sometimes I'll just drink it straight, but with ice. And that just a little bit, that's enough. But I do feel this morning that I'm not all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, which is what alcohol does. So I thought I'd do a video on alcohol, given the fact that I'm, you know, just had some last night. So there we go. So it is a poison. It can be calorie rich, energy rich, and it can, you know, it make you eat more because of typically on a night out it's convenience, fast foods. So then that's a double whammy, and then the next day it's, you know, the comfort food then as well. So it could be done in 3 stages, and then you're not set up for the next day, then you've eaten bad and you don't feel so energised. So bear in mind, okay, it's all about a balance. I'm not saying don't ever drink, because if you drink, because it's not going to happen. Just try and balance it out. Let's try and add some water in there. Let's sort of modify how often and how much. And bear that in mind, particularly for people who find drinking is a problem. All right. So anyway, that's my bit on alcohol. I'm Nick from thefitnessfarmer.com. Thank you for watching. Sorry I don't look the best. But hey, that's it. Yeah, that's alcohol for you. Thanks for watching. Bye.